today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
36 on the carry.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Back to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bailey in punt formation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught at the 25.
One play at a time.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Complete.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He's at the 30, and he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
The pass.
And down he'll go at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The pass there complete to Sutton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
36 on the carry.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Buccaneer 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8
On
yards.
3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go and got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense a film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
41. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Jefferson.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here at 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. In trouble, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
2nd and long. Complete. Jefferson the target. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
At the Bucs' 32-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson.
The pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys, but being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And 8.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Running out of the wide.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
9-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Surprise, they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some room to maneuver. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the